Hi, this is a kind of another review of the Mid V7. There have been a lot of questions regarding how it reads PDFs and eBooks and things that way. So I'm going to show you a PDF and an eBook reader and some different formats there, but I also figured while I'm at it, I will show you a different ROM. And what I have installed on here now is the Uberoid, or it's considered the hybrid ROM, but you'll see the logo says Uberoid, version 5. You can find this out on the forum. The link will be at the bottom of the page. And overall, it's a nice ROM. It's a good alternative to the Slate Droid Singularity, which is being done by Roger, formerly known as the Vestinius firmware, which there is a video about, but he's trying to rebrand everything under Slate Droid Singularity for all its different ROMs. So again, the ROM I have here is Uberoid. It's done by a gentleman and it's in version 5. So we'll let this boot. Takes just a minute. And some background on the Mid V7 if you haven't watched some of the other videos. It is a 7-inch resistive 16:9 screen. It is 800 by 480 resolution, and it is running in 800 megahertz processor. And there you go, you can see we booted to the initial screen. Now there are 3 different home options on the device. I've already set my default to the ADW launcher, but there's also the main WMT launcher and one other type of home screen you can use. So you can see it's got a nice theme on it. It's considered, I think they tried to do a honeycomb hybrid kind of theme. It's running Android 2.2, but has some of the icons, nice black theme you can see there, and I do have an overhead light on, so it's not just darkness in the room. But you have a home button, you have your menu button, all the same stuff there. Have a nice little charging icon, which I'm going to unplug here, and your browser, camera, all your basic. I've added the Adobe Reader and the Aldico eBook Reader, but this does come with a lot of software already. Has Advanced Task Killer, came with Angry Birds, all the other things you see here except those 2. Then on the second page, it came with the Docs to Go. I've added the Dolphin browser, but it does have a file browser on it. Video, YouTube came with it. So you can see it's got all the necessary programs that you would need. And you can see the different launch screens that had just popped up there. Performance-wise, it's been very smooth. The touchscreen is super responsive now. It's even more than it used to be. And just the lightest little touch moves the screen. It does have the full market on it, and it has the newer design market, as you can see here. And games, all games. And you can look at just free. And you've got all the different games there. So it has the full market, that works. Just has everything you need. We'll go into the settings here real quick. And scroll down, and you can see it really does help the performance of this device from the stock firmwares. So if you get one of these, choose either the Slate Droid Singularity or this Uberoid hybrid ROM, because both of them just really help this device and make it a nice complete unit. You can see there it lists the model number, the Wonder Media WM8650, Android 2.2, all your standard. You can do touchpad calibration, set the date and time, language, all the same settings you'll see on pretty much every device. USB, wireless. So everything's good there. Let's go ahead and just pull up YouTube real quick. Go, and we can just do a search. Ooh. A little self-promoting here. I've got a lot of videos out there for a lot of different models. Some newer models that are coming up. I've received a T9. So I'll be reviewing that. That's an 8-inch capacitive one. I've also have the mid 816 R2 coming, which is the capacitive version of the mid 816. So look for that. And you can see the videos here. We'll just choose this one. The C8 firmware update process. And the firmware is really easy to update on these. You just take out the micro SD card, put it into your system, copy over the firmware files that you've downloaded and extracted, put it back in the device, boot it up, and it'll, push the firmware out. Now with the Uberoid hybrid ROM, you will need to use a thing called changer.bat and select option 2. So, but you can see YouTube is playing just fine on here. And let's go ahead and show you part of the purpose of this video. We're going to start with an ebook. So I'm going to open up Aldico. Dismiss, and I've downloaded 2 books, Romeo and Juliet and Sherlock Holmes. 2 classics, free to download, which is always handy. Right now I have it on night mode, and you can see the white text against a black background, and you can see you can lower the brightness, increase the brightness, and if you lower it too far it actually shuts off the screen. That's about as low as you can go there. You can also change it to portrait mode, which actually works out well for reading on these. And let's actually go back in there. Let's change it to day mode. And this one takes just a minute to switch direction. Alright, so day-night. Switch it to day mode here. And you can see now it's a white background, black text. Again, performance-wise, it works great. There we go. And in portrait mode, everything continues to work fine. So that's the basics of the ebooks. There are some more settings. You can change the font size, you can change the font even, and the margins. Now let's go ahead and go to PDFs, and I've got 3 different types of PDFs. I've got an ebook, I have a graphic novel, and I have some sheet music. So let's start with just the ebook. I've got Alice in Wonderland here, The Adventures of Alice in Wonderland. And right now I've got it on fit page, or not fit page. Actually, let me just show you. There are 3 settings in the Adobe Reader. You have fit to screen, which fits the whole page, either tall or long. Continuous scroll and reflow text. Right now I've got it in continuous scroll, so this just makes the page the width of here, so you can just scroll, down the book. And as you can see, performance-wise, no issue there. Very readable. It does not have a day-night mode like the ebook does, but very viewable. And we'll just shift this. And there we are in portrait mode. Text is a little smaller, a little harder to read. Now what you can do is you can go menu, view mode, and change it to reflow text. And this kind of zooms it in, if you will, and makes it so now you can scroll, actually use the sides to tap. And you can, makes the text a little larger. Again, change the orientation. And you can zoom the text out if you want it smaller, or zoom it in. And visually it's very readable. There may be some slight glare from the light overhead that you're seeing on the camera. I'm not seeing it from my viewing angle here on the tablet. And the last option that the reader has, view mode, fit to screen. And this just scrunches it on so it fits to one page. So if we change the orientation, which we would need to for this, it's thinking. There we go. You can see the text is a little smaller, but you've got the full page on screen. So that's an ebook. Let's go ahead and try a graphic novel. And right now, again, I've got it on fit to page. So you can see even doing, graphic page, performance is good. And, in landscape mode, obviously, the fit to page isn't going to work so well for us. So we're going to change the view mode to continuous scroll. And it takes a minute for it to load some of the page, but it is readable. If you're more into the graphic novel than a normal ebook or reader that way. And the last thing I've got on here, I've got some sheet music. Let's just go with America the Beautiful from this Barbershop Harmony Society. And this works out great for me. I sing in a group, and so having access to sheet music on a tablet allows me to carry it all with me without having big stacks of paper. You can see it fits just fine. Change the orientation, a little smaller, a little harder to read. So on these 7-inch tablets, I like to do the scrolling text. On the 8-inch tablet, 4x3 form factors, you can do full pages a little better. The text is larger. So that is PDFs and ebooks, and also this hybrid ROM version. Hope you found this helpful. There's really not a whole lot more to talk about. Browser-wise, it runs Dolphin HD, it runs Flash. Everything that would work on any of the other ROMs with Flash works on this one with this ROM, and it performs very well. I also want to show you Angry Birds and some video here. So we'll load up Angry Birds. Takes just a minute. And right now the backgrounds are turned off. Performance-wise for this tablet, it's best without the backgrounds on. Just helps the performance. And as you can see, Angry Birds runs nice. Now this is a single touch, so we're not able to zoom in or zoom out on Angry Birds. But Angry Birds runs. So, and also just going to show you some video here real quick. So as you can see, the video plays smooth. So thanks for watching. If you have other questions, let me know on the forum or put a comment on the YouTube video. And have a great day. Bye.